Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Hello, I am Zuri Hall, and welcome to Fandango's big ticket interview for The Devil Wears Prada 2. And Stanley, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
We are waiting with bated breath. We have been for the last 20 years, so thank you for giving us this finally. I want to go back to the original first. I mean, it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? The quotes alone, the one-liners. Which ones do you hear most often out in the wild?
Oh, good question. I think I hear cube of cheese a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one stomach flew away from my goal weight. I think that one comes
That
up.
is funny.
Classic. Stanley.
Gird your loins.
Oh, you know
yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
I just needed to hear you say it.
No, I'm
That was
sorry.
selfish
Yeah,
of me. That was really selfish. Here we are 20 years later. What I love about The Devil Wears Prada as a millennial woman, you know, the girl boss era from 20 years ago, the evolution of our relationship with ambition and what success means. I know I've been on that journey. I think a lot of millennial women have. What would you say about kind of where we find Andy and sort of this concept of ambition? What do you think personally of women and ambition in the last 20 years since we got the first film?
One of the things that you said, the movie keeps on giving.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that we all love about that movie, I certainly loved when we made it, was watching what women do with power. And I loved seeing what Miranda did with it. And what she did was drive everybody to their highest excellence. You know, it was funny because we were doing press, and I realized today I don't actually know how to say the word cerulean.
Wait, how do you?
I don't,
No,
because I
please,
haven't.
Ann,
So,
can you,
so
She just did.
so I looked it up.
Okay.
By watching the scene.
Yeah.
And I saw just Meryl in that scene, and because I haven't seen the movie in a minute, just watching this brilliant character, Miranda Priestley, stand in the middle of the room and keep so many details, and then asking everybody to just give their best and holding herself to standards.
Yeah.
And just watching this kind of dance falling around her, and then the moment when you and she are speaking like a private language, and then what do you say, the thing like, will give me a party dress with a hint of saloon?
Yeah.
The way everybody just like, that's not the line, but something like that, and it's just the two of you with this chemistry.
Yeah.
Anyway, but to get back to your original question about what do I think about women and ambition, I think that it's strange that it would ever strike anyone as being remarkable to be both a woman and ambitious. Yeah. I've never understood it myself, why it's in any way remarkable.
Yeah.
I just want to get to work. And so, I think that what you have to look at the world that Andy's in now is she just really wants to get to work.
Yeah.
And where is she going to be able to do that? What grown-ups are left who are doing what Miranda Priestley did and holding those standards and driving people towards excellence? Because wherever they are, that's where Andy wants to be. Probably with the goal of being one herself.
Yeah, and what I love about Andy is even at the end of the original film, we see her value system at work, right? And to have that overlap, ambition exists, and yet in the context of one's value system, integrity. And so I'm so curious and excited about what that means for her 20 years later. Where do we find Andy and Nigel 20 years later?
Well, surprisingly together, or unsurprisingly together, they still have that connection. Yeah. That continues through the film, but becomes more and more complex, I think.
If you had to describe where they are in the fashion that we experience in this sequel, this follow-up, what would it be? What is Andy's vibe? We see some menswear in the trailer. I know you can't give away too much, but how has our fashion evolved?
It was a big conversation because, one of the joys of the first film was the fact that Nigel comes in and kind of takes Andy into a magic closet. And what comes out is this, reborn fashionista. But you don't think too hard about how she got all that Chanel on that salary.
Right. We got to suspend
It was the 2000s.
disbelief, okay?
It was the 2000s.
Just want to believe.
So the thing that's different about this one is nobody wants to suspend disbelief for a second. People want you to earn your truth. And so we made sure that we did. And so Andy has the closet of someone who worked at Runway in her 20s and then had a job where she traveled all over the world where there are consignment shops.
Okay.
So Andy's been shopping consignment. And so she looks cute and her choices are expensive and they're curated for her, by her.
Incredible.
And I think Andy lives at the corner of like practical and fabulous.
And Meryl, Emily, back on set with them. What was it like reuniting?
Well, you never left. You're related to one now.
I am related to one, yeah.
You're like, can't get rid of them.
Emily was younger than my older children are now when we did the first film.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, we're related. Yeah.
Stanley, don't sound so excited.
No, I am.
Telling me we're related.
No, I love her
what
more
they're
than-
saying.
Because I
No,
don't
no.
think any of us ever thought that we'd be reunited as the
No,
Devil Wears
no.
Prada, core team. I don't think we thought that was going to be in
No,
the
I never
cards.
thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I've never had this experience in 45 years in show business. I've never had this experience where you come back and revisit something really wonderful with wonderful people, and one of whom now is your sister-in-law.
Still processing.
Pretty
Still
great.
settling
Yeah.
in. That's incredible. There's a moment in the trailer where Miranda sees Andy and says, basically, who is this, right? It's giving, and I say this with all the love in the world, I love me some Mariah Carey. I don't know her. It's giving, I don't know her. We know Miranda knows Andy. I know you can't give away too much.
Okay.
But what is that about? How is it filming that scene, perhaps?
I don't know what we can and can't say, to be honest.
We laughed so hard. Like, we laughed so hard
I mean,
during
it
that
was
scene
gold
that
to
I did
watch.
that thing where, like, you start laughing and you can't stop.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody's waiting to go to lunch and they can't go to lunch
Yeah.
until you stop laughing. And so somehow you can't stop
And
laughing.
actually finish the scene.
That happened.
I mean, I think the thing is, what's beautiful about Meryl's performance is that you're not really sure if she does remember or doesn't remember.
Absolutely.
And so it'll be up to the audience to decide for themselves.
I love that.
Oh, no, I'm having, like, flashback giggles.
Well, let me save you for. I'll bring
okay.
him in. I'll bring him in. Okay, I want to rattle off some looks. I want to know if they're trendy or timeless. Okay, just rapid fire. Florals.
Timeless.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Popcorn buckets.
I'm sitting next to a really, truly remarkable chef. Popcorn is one of the only things that I make really, really well.
Really? Have you made
make-
popcorn for Stanley?
I have not yet had the pleasure, but maybe I will someday.
waiting,
And when I do,
yeah.
I'm going to serve it in a fabulous popcorn bucket.
Please,
There
please.
it is.
So
Low-rise-
timeless.
Timeless. Popcorn
Timeless,
buckets.
timeless.
Timeless. There we go. Low-rise jeans. Right? Can we
Sorry,
just
sorry.
not?
I mean,
No,
for those
but,
of
like,
you
can
wearing
we
them
not?
right
No,
now
I don't.
to the movies,
I don't.
Right, can we talk about that? Because
I'm very happy for you if you can. I've never been able to, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I've never had the pleasure.
you're not missing much. Coming from someone who wore them for a few years too long, just
No,
uncomfortable.
I tried. I just never pulled them off. I wore them. They just didn't
Yeah,
work.
it just didn't work. Okay, all right. Birkin bags.
Well, they're timeless, really.
I'm going to say timeless, but if it's something that's available to you, hold back because it's one of those things that it feels really, really great when you earn one.
Amen. Absolutely. I'm nervous I'm going to mispronounce this now. Cerulean.
I
Did I
know.
get it?
It's always
Did I do
there's so
it?
much pressure.
Cerulean.
Cerulean.
You just kind of got to throw it away.
I kind of like, I don't have total confidence. Is it cerulean or
Cerulean.
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 I feel
Cerulean.
I feel like this is a sobriety test.
And I think we're failing. I know I am.
Cerulean. Okay, so the point is that Andy didn't know, and I never learned, I guess. So.
Yeah, okay. Cerulean. And lastly, we're also excited to see this in theaters. The Devil Wears Prada 2, a lot of folks are going to be seeing it, maybe even with the friends they saw it, the original with 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How is the perfect way to celebrate, to experience? What do we wear? What do we eat? What do we cook? Where do we dine out before?
gosh,
What's
I
the
don't
perfect
know.
Devil Wears Prada 2 movie night?
Okay, so I genuinely was suggesting that people should be like crocheting cerulean wine cozies.
Yes!
Put a blue crochet sweater on your wine bottle that you put in your bag. So good. Whatever type of bag it is, maybe a Birkin.
I think to see it in the theater,
See it in the theater.
Just see it
for
in the
sure.
theater.
Just see it in the theater.
and
Where
then
would
you can
want?
watch it for the rest of your life on television.
Exactly.
But I think the experience in the theater will be great.
Amen. Go to the theaters. Well, thank you both so much for your time.
Thank
This was
you.
a pleasure. I'm going to go
Thank
practice saying
you.
cerulean in the mirror.
All right.
I'm Zuri Hall with Fandango, and this was our big ticket interview.